Pa-ting! The Benjamin 392S. Let's take a look at it. What's going on, everyone? Riddict here, and welcome to Off the Shelf Airguns. Today we have the Benjamin 392S. S for synthetic stock. That's right, these are made in a synthetic stock now. They are no longer making the wood stock version. Maybe they come back out with it, you never know. But I wanted to get this because I wanted to see what the synthetic stock version was like. You know, some people like it, some people are, purists. They just want the wood stock version, which, hey, at the end of the day, the wood stocked version, the classic version, it can't be beat. From what I have experienced so far with this, it's very solid. It's very well built. I have no issues with how it's built. Pump arm feels good and solid, not wobbly. Of course, you have your rifled brass barrel. So you have some brass construction here. Of course, the polymer stock. The sights, you do have a fixed blade on the front, and you do have a buckhorn right there, which is adjustable for elevation and windage. The problem with the sights, it's not so much the sights, it's more the comb on the stock here. Okay, it's a little high. Now for me, maybe it's because I have a long face, I have no idea. But when I get on it, it's not ultra comfortable to get a sight picture. But I have no problem getting a sight picture on it. But for a lot of people, that's going to be a problem. A lot of people are going to be like back here trying to get a sight picture, okay? So keep that in mind. You might as well just go ahead and get yourself the Williams peep sight, or the scope mounts that they make, the kit that they make for mounting a scope to this. Of course, you have your cross bolt safety there. And also, with this rugged synthetic version, a lot of people have been using this for like a survival gun, which is, perfectly fine. Absolutely. One thing I want to note is you just take out this one big screw and this stock back here will pop off, and it'll make it easy to throw in a backpack. This is the 22 caliber. They do make this in a 177, just like the old models. It claims up to 800 FPS with alloy. I think 2 pumps is 500, up to 500 FPS. 6 pumps is 650 or something like that. And then, of course, 10 pumps. Yes, I said 10 pumps. Folks, this gun can be pumped 10 times, all right? That's not the case with the woodstock version. The woodstock version, you can only pump 8 times, as a lot of you probably know. Speaking of pumping it, I'm going to tell you right now, for a younger individual, they're not going to be able to pump this, okay? You're going to have to help them. So just know that and be aware of that. Even people with shoulder problems, like rotator cuff problems and things like this, you're probably going to struggle pumping this gun. So that's something to keep in mind as well. This may not be for you. Trigger is metal. Got yourself a metal trigger here. Real quick, I just want to shout out a few folks that have recently become channel members. Shout out to Emond, or Emend, however you pronounce that. I apologize. Thank you so much for joining the membership and becoming a backyard plinker. Shout out to Bobby Witt. Thank you so much for becoming a backyard plinker. And shout out to Hawaii Rams Fan 7, who's been a long time supporter of mine in anything that I do, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So to all of you, thank you so much for joining the membership. It means the world to me. And if anybody else wants to join the membership, the little blue join button down below, you can go ahead and sign up. It's $5 a month. You get exclusive perks, early access to all my videos for 48 hours before they're released to the public. You get exclusive posts on the community tab just for members with updates and photos and kind of behind the scenes stuff and all that. And you'll also get custom emojis to use down in the comments section, designed by yours truly. And then, of course, you also have a badge next to your name that signifies how long you've been a member. So yeah, if you want to sign up, It's there for you. It's completely optional. It's not expected, only appreciated. Thank you so much. Stop blabbing here and start taking some shots with it. Before I take a shot, I'm going to say, man, I am spoiled on that Seneca Dragonfly Mark II. Man, that thing is such a dream to pump up. And then you pull this thing out and it's like, oh my goodness. It's rough and tough, folks. It's rough and tough. Just keep that in mind. I mean, this isn't news to those that are familiar with these Benjamin multi-pumpers. But there's a lot of new folks around here, so they got to know. See here, we'll go with that one in the tree. Oh yeah, see how bad that smacked it really good. That smacked it really good. So the 800 FPS with alloy, it's probably doing all that. This ain't alloy, of course. These are lead pellets, and if you're taking this thing out hunting or anything like that, you don't want alloy. I don't think you want alloy at all anyway with this gun, being that it has a brass barrel. So I'm not going to personally be testing alloy through this because of the fact that it's a brass barrel. That is not good for it. So just keep that in mind. If you're taking this hunting or stuff, don't use alloy pellets. I wouldn't recommend alloy pellets in this anyway, okay? Because of the fact that it is a brass barrel. So I just wanted to point that out. Let's try that spatula right there. It's always fun to hit. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Doesn't really like these Daisy Precision Max pellets. They're kind of finicky to load in there. May not want to use those with this. I'm not liking how they go. Let's see. One of them spinners. Oh yeah. And you can see it punches everything just fine at 3 pumps. You really don't need more than that for backyard plinking. Not with this. I'll do one more here. Let's see. We'll just go with a can. Right through it. Hey. Now, these do run around the 200 mark. So, while not completely affordable, not completely out of this world either, and it is a very well built, solid air rifle. And I know some people are just gonna say no to this thing because it's not the wood stock version, right? And I understand that completely. Nothing's gonna beat that one. Nothing is gonna top that one. And that's just the way it is. But this is where we're at. So I think folks would like to know how this one is performing, how it feels, all that good stuff. Of course, I forgot to point out, rubber butt pad there. Probably saw that already. But remember, like I said, it is a tough one to pump. So if you have shoulder problems or things like that, or whatever, I mean, there's different methods you can use to pump it. You can always lay it on your lap and do it like that, or how I'm doing it, I use both arms kind of to pump it right. You could hold it up against your leg like this and pump. There's different ways to get leverage on it, but at the end of the day, if you're just doing backyard plinking, why would you want to put in all that effort, right? So, I mean, for those of you out there saying that, completely understand that too. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. We will come back and do some crony tests and accuracy tests. I like it, but it ain't going to be for everyone, folks, okay? So just be aware of that. All right? With that said, catch you all down the road.